Demand for mortgage applications is up, and Black Friday data is in.
You're definitely going to want to watch this one.
For the third week in a row, we've seen mortgage applications increase. They are up 3% from the previous week, with some data that came out at the beginning of this week on Monday, the 28th of November. So obviously, lower rates have been a big factor in demand spiking for the month of November for purchases. And it's almost night and day what we've seen with activity from October to November, because when rates came down, when that inflation data softened from the October data from north of 7 to the mid 6s, that created a lot of interest within the market. So knowing all of this, the Fed meeting is coming up December 14th. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do during that meeting. If you look at the Fed Watch tool that's from the CME Group, they peg it at a 76% chance we see the Fed increase rates again by 50 basis points, which is less than what they've been doing the past few meetings. So all of this financial jargon, what does it mean? It looks like inflation is starting to get under control. We've already saw the first signs of that in October. The Fed is going to start pulling back their increases on the federal funds rate, which means we should see some stabilization within the market. And we're also seeing a lot of caution, and this is where the Black Friday data comes in. So the Black Friday early returns were $9 to $9.2 billion in online sales. Sounds like a lot. That's only up 1% from last year. Considering inflation was up in the mid 8% range earlier this year, that's not as big of an increase in the volume that you would expect to see, which tells me consumers are watching their spending. People in the U.S. are watching their money a little more. They're a little more cautious, and that's what the Fed wants. They want to get inflation under control. So if we're seeing sales volume on historically a banana shopping day of the year come in a little lower, this is good news for what the Fed is going to do in December. So what does all this mean for people thinking about buying or selling a home? That's always what we're trying to talk about here on the show. And here's what is coming down the pike. Buyers, there's going to be more competition entering the market after the first of the year if these sales numbers continue, which I'm clear they will. So do you want to compete with more people later, or do you want to get a jump on things now and start getting your plans in place? I'm not talking about going out and buying a home. I'm talking about getting your finances in order. I'm talking about understanding what's actually happening in the local market and meeting with agents and interviewing agents so you understand who you want to help you when the right home and the right opportunity comes up. That's going to be number one. I would be doing all my planning for 2023 right now instead of waiting till after the holidays. Sellers, we know that it takes 30, 60, 90, 120 days to get your home ready for the market. Do you want to be one of the people chasing down the market and maybe being too late to the market, or do you want to be there earlier? And what I know is that after the first of the year, a lot of consumers do jump into the marketplace. They're ready to transact. They want to move by the summertime. So the people that plan ahead, the people that have those strategy sessions, that meet with agents, interview people, and have those planning meetings right now are going to be the ones that are ahead of the market as mortgage rates maybe go down. A lot of people, both Fannie Mae and the Mortgage Bankers Association, are predicting stability in mortgage rates as we head into 2023 and even 2024. And if you're the last one to act on that, then you might miss an opportunity to find a better opportunity to buy a home or find a great buyer for your home sooner. The message is this: have your planning meetings now. There's more time on the calendar. It's December. There's options. Take the time to plan. Look at this data. It's a good indicator of what's happening because we know inflation data is lagged and demand's already picking up. You don't want to be the last to the party. Have those meetings, meet agents, talk to them, and interview them.
You're definitely going to want to watch this one.